Welcome everyone. Welcome to my very humble channel. Now I got another amazing interview. So check it out. Real stories where a woman's talking about fasting, carnivore, and weight loss. Welcome everyone to my very humble channel. Now I just went through a consultation. As you guys know, I've been doing consultations for, I don't even know, I haven't counted the years, but it's been a decade, over a decade. And today I have a woman who has literally gone through everything, the stuff that everybody goes through, the stress, the thyroid, the inability to lose weight. And she was telling her story, and I was like, can you say this again recorded? I really want people to understand her thyroid journey, her weight issue journey, the fact that she was fasting and on thyroid medications, and then ended up on my plate for the reason why she ended up contacting me. So welcome, Alisa, to my channel, to the Real Talk, Real People with real stories. Uh, tell us your story. What happened?
Well, to be honest with you, it's been a very long journey. Started out when I was in my 20s with the doctor putting me on thyroid medicine and telling me I could never go off of it once I started. Um, Journey on into my 20s and 30s of high blood sugar issues and
Can I
uh,
stop and ask you what type of thyroid medication did your doctor put you on?
levothyroxine.
Okay, continue.
Yeah. Um, Throughout the past 20 years, just going on and off different diabetes medications. They all made me sick. Up until the past couple of years, I decided I needed to change things because, in all honesty, I wasn't getting better. My blood sugars didn't get better despite what doctors recommended to me to try to do. Um, so in January, I decided I'm gonna follow Dr. Berg. This guy makes sense. So I did it. I mean, I fasted and I didn't eat and I got mad and I got angry because I was hungry and my blood sugars wouldn't go down. Like they went down a little bit, okay, from when I initially started. But
And
they,
I gotta interrupt. I say this all the time. In the beginning, people will see changes and they're like, "Oh my God, this is amazing!" So they do it 10 times harder.
yeah.
But go ahead.
Well, and like I mentioned to you, I'm either all in or all out. So it's like I'm all in. I'm going to do this to the fullest. Like trying to fast, and when I would talk to my, person at the organization, to Dr. Berg, I would be like, they're not going down more. They should be going down more. I'm fasting more. You need to fast longer. You need to
Wait,
fast
wait,
longer.
you talked to the organization?
Yeah,
Or
you could sign up
the-
to have a personal health coach. So I paid for that. And nothing worked. It was very frustrating.
And they said to fast harder.
Fast longer.
Okay.
You need to make your fasts longer. All that did was make me grumpier because I was hangry. I wasn't hungry, I was angry. So then I'm like, okay, they discontinued that program. And so I didn't have that as an opportunity to keep going. I'm paying the $60. I got to keep doing this. So I thought, well, maybe I need to eliminate all the vegetables out of my life and just do carnivore.
Because you
So,
did the 8 cups of veg.
yeah, well, yeah, oh, yeah, that's right. Because, the recommendations from Dr. Berg and was like to eat these copious amounts of vegetables. And it was unrealistic for me. I just couldn't do it. It's too
For,
much. Eight,
no,
eight
for
cups of cooked vegetables every day.
And she's got a thyroid problem, people. Go
Yes.
ahead.
Yes. So I took all the veggies out. Well, I didn't like that because I like vegetables. I really do. I like vegetables. They make me happy. They're delicious. And I did carnivore for 2 months. And in that time, I found Stephanie's name on a Facebook comment. It was in a comment of a random post. And I looked her up and I thought, and I started listening to what she has to say. Yes, a lot of it's against the grain of what the mainstream carnivore keto people are saying, but it makes sense because you eat as much meat as you want and you'll be okay. I don't think that's right. That doesn't make sense. Because, I mean, and this is in my non educated logical mind. I'm rationalizing these things. And there are doctors who were on YouTube saying, well, you can just eat until you're satisfied. Well, I can eat a whole rack of ribs.
That's the thing. I'm getting these women eating like 22 ounces of meat because they're saying to go for
Sure.
it.
I mean, sure, I can eat that much, but it spikes my blood sugar levels. Everything that I eat right now has been spiking my blood sugar levels. So
What
I
number, by the
started,
way? How high have your blood sugar numbers gone?
I mean, I literally eat a little bit of protein and some fat, and it got as high as 184 yesterday morning. There's no reason for that to happen. It's horrible. Like, it's so frustrating. So, yes, Stephanie says some different stuff, but it's not different. It's just logical, right? It just makes common sense. Well, I didn't know about this, so I wasted like a year of my life, but that's okay because you learn from life. And I'm like, okay, all these other doctors are saying, eat a ribeye a day and eat this, and you can do OMAD and just eat when you're hungry and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, that's too easy. There's more to it than that. There has to be more to my puzzle. Like, there's more pieces that I don't know. And so I started digging into Stephanie. I started listening to her YouTube channel. I started looking through her website. And I thought, I like her because she's different. She's a little rogue in what she says, and she doesn't care what people think. She's going to speak the truth. And so I decided to give Stephanie a chance, and I'm excited for the journey. I'm excited to do a follow up in about 6 weeks and see where things have taken me. So I'm grateful for you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Lisa. I really do. And also, I got to mention that you had stool issues when you first did carnivore.
Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot about that. Oh yeah, like I didn't know what they were at the time, but apparently I was making my gallbladder mad. And I've never had gallbladder issues, but when you read what the excuse me, after the fact, when I was reading through stuff and saw what an irritated gallbladder symptoms were, it was doing it to me. And I was
Yeah.
like, oh crap. And that's when I was eating just whatever protein, just more fat. It's like, no, no, no. You have to hone in on a certain amount. Like, it can't just be whatever you want
It
because you'll
can.
have
It
it's
really did.
low diarrhea.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, the idea that your gallbladder's freaking out and people are having issues once you cut out the fiber as well, right? Because you had this thing. You said you were craving pickles and
Oh yeah.
craving certain foods. Once you cut out that fiber to a gut that's used to fiber,
Yeah.
all kind of weird things happen. People have a dump of bile salts. People have a dump of protease. They have dump of it. They have a bunch of weird stuff starts going down, and then people
Mhm.
have stool issues, which you should not have. That's
Right.
not normal. You should not be super constipated or super loose stool. So I wanted to include that in your story. But we have a plan to try to get your blood sugar under control
Yes.
and a potential strategy that you're thinking of potentially getting off this synthetic thyroid hormone. I
Yes.
don't believe in them whatsoever. I don't care about the pig thyroid whatsoever. But people have to make their own individual choice.
Yeah.
That's just where I stand on it. But is there anything else you wanted to include in your story?
I think what I said just about sums it up.
Too. Which basically the summation is don't fast, don't do one meal a day because she was eating one meal
Oh,
a day and not losing any weight, my people. She was
none. And
jacking.
my blood sugars were still high. Still.
See, that goes against Dr. Fung's, oh, if you fast, your insulin's gonna drop, your blood sugar is gonna drop, your weight's gonna drop. Lies, untruths. This does not fit everybody, my people. So it did not happen to Lisa whatsoever.
Mm-mm.
Uh-uh. Okay, well, thank you so much. I'm going to put you back in the green room and say goodbye to you in a sec. But thank you so much for
Thank you for
telling your
having me.
story. Yeah, awesome. All right, guys. So my puppy just woke up. It is now wanting to play. So it was perfect timing. He's so big I can't even pull him up anymore. But here he is. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. It's been a while since I've done sort of a block of people with real stories, but these are real people. A lot of people say, oh, have an interview with this doctor or that doctor. I'm like, why? I don't believe in the crap they say. But Lisa had a real story. She was telling me her story in the beginning of our consultation. I'm like, can I record you? And she said, sure. She just want to show her face, like some people don't want to be shown, but that's her voice. That's her thoughts. So I really appreciate Lisa and people like her in these very invasive. You're telling your background story. So I really appreciate that. So thank you, everyone. If you want to go and book a consultation like Lisa did, go to stephanieperson.com. Also, get ready for the challenge next month. Signups will start then. I will release the date soon. And right now, I've got a teething puppy who's biting my thumb. You could go to Stephanie. Stephanie Ketogenic is my Instagram and my Facebook fan page, Stephanie Business Person. And I also run a course where I cover all 3 diets because, of course, not one diet fits all. So don't listen to anybody say that they did amazing fasting or they did amazing with all this nonsense because that's illogical. And as you can see, I got a restless, huge, growing puppy. And I'm out. Peace.
Well, hello, handsome. How are you? What are you doing? You silly horse. What is it? Look at him looking at me with that big old eyeball. Look at you. That big old head. Excuse me? Well, hello, handsome. Well, hello.